The FfD4 Conference marks a critical moment, one that will shape the global framework for development financing over the next decade. I started with the ICTD as a research officer, then became the Director of Communications and Impact, and now I'm working as a policy engagement consultant. Since November, I've been leading the ICTD's engagement with the Financing for Development process. This is a major moment. The last Financing for Development conference was held in 2015 and resulted in the Addis Ababa Action Agenda. Now, 10 years on, FfD4 will set the framework for development financing for the next decade. While the agenda spans a range of issues, domestic resource mobilization remains the primary and most sustainable source of development financing, and thus a central component of the framework. The ICTD engaged from the early stages of the process, participating in the preparatory committee meetings in New York and preparing briefings for negotiators with specific recommendations on how to strengthen the text on key tax issues. These recommendations are based on our extensive research in lower-income countries and the research evidence and insights that we've generated. Last week, the final outcome document, the Compromiso de Seville, was agreed. ICTD contributions are reflected in several areas on how to integrate the informal sector into the formal economy, address gender biases in tax systems, and tax high net worth individuals more effectively, as well as the inclusion of health taxes and the issue of tax expenditures. Next week in Seville, we'll be launching a new coalition on tax expenditure reform with our partners under the Seville Platform for Action. We'll also be hosting a side event showcasing how collaborative research can improve tax policy and practice. Our experts will be speaking at 5 side events, and our team is really looking forward to participating in discussions throughout the week. One of the key commitments in the Compromiso is the call on development partners to at least double their support to domestic resource mobilization by 2030, something we advocated for. As the conference begins, the big question now is, what will come next? Will countries make the reforms needed for fairer and more efficient tax systems? And will donors deliver the investment needed to help make this happen?